Good afternoon, everyone. Another episode of me driving. I wanted to talk about problems that I had getting back into doing the kiosk. I just started doing the kiosks again in 2023 after not doing it for probably 5 years. And while I was very comfortable, even though I'm an introvert and someone who's very analytical, I have taught myself to be sociable and to be in these kind of locations. Now I'm going to talk about 4-ish interactions that I had that I ultimately didn't do anything and I really should have. And the reason being so is that I'm there for a reason, right? I'm there both professionally and personally a vested interest in actually helping someone enroll in a Medicare Advantage plan or enroll in any plan for their health needs, right? To find out and to decipher really what makes the plan right for them. And I failed terribly. And thinking about it, earlier today has made me realize that I should capitalize on this and do a video. So first, the first failure was I had a prospect who was already enrolled in the plan come and ask me about copays that he had. He was wondering how come his copays were not as, they were higher than they were supposed to be. So I looked at his card, looked at his plan, and kind of talked to him about what he could do to rectify this problem. And what I really should have done, looking back at it, is to have him sit down with me and actually go over not really his benefits, but why he had chosen the plan that he's on. When I do my, I guess you could call it analysis, there are a lot of things that I force feed my clients, and I don't want to do that anymore. I really want to be more of a kind of consultant in the way I do my Medicare plans versus being like the all-knowing, you should listen to me mentality, which is ultimately what I've had for quite a long time now. And so I think what I should have done was talk to him and ask him what things are important, potentially fill out a low-income subsidy form, because it seems like that's what he was going for. And he had mentioned he got a letter from Baylor Scott & White, which is the insurance hospital, the hospital that he went to get something done, and they forgave some of his bills. I initially thought that when he said he qualified for low-income subsidy, that it was the low-income subsidy, LIS, but it wasn't. So me and my low risk, low reward type activities definitely isn't doing well. The second one that I should have done a little bit more with or for was these people asking me about D-SNP plans, and that they're looking at the benefits and trying to figure out what is the best thing for them. And again, what I should have done was just sat down with them and ask them what makes the plan beneficial for them. Maybe the plan that they're on isn't the best one for them. I don't know that. And by them asking me, and this is the key point here, by them asking me, it is clear at that point that they do not know either, right? They have no metrics at which to gauge whether or not they are in the right plan. And that is something that we as agents need to bring to light. We need to illuminate for them. The third one, and this one was clearly a problem that I had. Someone had asked me, I have XYZ plan, why would I choose this plan instead? And oh my God, I just said the one thing that I dread. And I said, well, it depends on the benefits. Oh my goodness. I have a book that I wrote that talks about how I hate when agents say that, and oh my goodness, I did. What I should have done was ask them what they look for in a health plan. What benefits are they using? What do they like about it, right? Because then I could at least gain some insight as to what she's currently using as metrics as to why she is in her current plan, right? Oh my goodness. The fourth now, I think we're on, right? The fourth was a gentleman who just came by, and it was too cold in the waiting room, so he came out to the outside where I was and struck up a conversation. Now, what I should have done would have been more beneficial for both of us is to ask him what he currently has, why, how, and do the whole consulting thing. I talked to this guy for 25 minutes. He was telling me about his life, he was telling me about his son, his wife, and yeah, that builds rapport, but it doesn't build any credibility with why I'm there. Am I there just to be the social butterfly? Not me. I was there to make sales, or at the very least, to help everybody who is there to make a decision whether or not they should talk to anyone at all for the rest of the year, right? Are they in the best plan for them? How do they gauge whether or not they're in the best plan? What's beneficial for them? What do they look for? What do they need? I did none of those things. Even with the interactions that I had, I did none of those things. At least I got it off my chest. So everybody out there who is doing kiosks, make sure you don't fall into the lull of just being the social butterfly who sits down outside of the clinic, who you can just have a conversation with, right? No. You need to be the credible guy outside of the clinic about health insurance and how you make everyone feel like they know that they made the right decision, and if they didn't, they know how to make the right decision the next time. That is really what our goal should be. I've written a book about this, and I still, when I went there, it's 5 years of being in kiosks for days on end, kind of reprogramming back into the whole thing that I don't like. But anyway, do good things. Hopefully when I do my kiosk tomorrow, it won't be as bad. We'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully there'll be good news.